So the next step is to use this boundary asset to clip our data sets. So right now when I load this, it's not going to clip it, it's going to be global. If I zoom out, it's got quite an extent, but I'd really like it to clip it to the boundaries of my feature class. So let's go ahead and add a few more helper methods to the GE methods file. Go down to the bottom. The first is just to get a feature class, so it's persisted as an asset, but to clip it we actually need to convert it back to a feature collection. Okay, so this method will it's called get, but really what it does is it gets the boundary path for the user and then gets the asset and converts it to a feature collection. Now we need to modify the getImageCollection asset function. This is what actually does the loading and filtering of our images, if you recall from part 1. And the first thing we need to do is we need to add the request parameter to it, because we're going to need that to determine who the user is. And then we'll add the logic to clip the features. So right after reducer, we'll paste this logic. We'll get the boundary. If the boundary exists, then we'll use the clip to collection method on the collection and give it those features. Looks like I copied over an extra line, so let me just get rid of that. Then we need to go modify our getImageCollection controller, which is right here. And we just need to modify the call to getImageCollection asset to pass in the request. And that's about all it takes, so let's go take a look. We'll refresh this. Tethys is loading still. There we go. And we'll try and load maybe the land temperature. It's loading. We don't see anything, which is actually a good thing, because that means it's not loading globally. Remember, we gave it the boundary of the US. So if we go over here, you can see that it is now loading in the US. You can see how rough this boundary is. That was just so it wouldn't take too long to process. But it is clipping to that boundary, which is nice.